Something to ponder about. But tonight, Deputy President Kindiki has hit 100 days in office. His tenure has drawn both praises and criticism, with many commending his transformation of the Deputy President's office compared to his predecessor, Rigathi Gachagua. Kindiki has positioned himself as a loyal and disciplined deputy, steering clear of political theatrics. But has he redefined the role of Deputy President? And can he help President William Ruto secure the reins in 2027? KTN's senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki has the details.
Take the prescribed.
On November 1st, 2025, Professor Kindiki was sworn in as Kenya's third Deputy President.
I, Kindiki.
Amid cheers and high expectations. In his speech, President William Ruto revealed his former deputy was nowhere to be seen.
I have almost become a lonely voice in the executive, especially in the presidency, speaking about our projects, speaking about our programs, elaborating on what we are doing.
And immediately, DP Kindiki would swing in action, taking the lead in pushing the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, spearheading county economic forums and inspecting key development projects.
Hii serikali ni ya maendeleo na hii ni maendeleo ya kila sehemu ya Kenya. Hii sio serikali ya ubaguzi.
Kindiki, who came into office at a time Kenyans had expressed lack of confidence from the government, moved to reshape the prevailing perceptions, positioning himself as President William Ruto's foreman in government's projects, mandated to oversee government projects before the president can officially commission it.
I am taking over this role in a very, very defining moment in the life of our nation. At a time when the country is engaged in, or has been engaged in the recent weeks and months, in conversations about identity and who we are as a country.
As Ruto's closest ally, Kindiki has taken on key government functions, part of his roles chairing cabinet committee meetings, overseeing major policy decisions, resolving issues facing the government, such as the prolonged doctors' strike that ended under his intervention. Unlike his predecessor, Rigathi Gachagua, who was often involved in public confrontations, Kindiki has adopted a diplomatic approach, moving to clean up the alleged mess left by impeached Gachagua, who many accuse of being arrogant, insensitive, and tribalistic. The DP's office has been tasked with supervising and inspecting projects across all 47 counties.
Me, I'm happy and I'm really impressed na vile Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya William Ruto na naibu yake Mheshimiwa Kindiki wanafanya kazi. Well coordinated.
Despite his achievements, Kindiki has been on the receiving end of meetings held in Karen. His predecessor Gachagua has accused him of using the official deputy president's residence for political mobilization ahead of 2027. However, Kindiki's allies argue that the Karen meetings are focused on outlining government policies and restoring public trust in President Ruto's administration. But Gachagua argues that the large delegation meetings held in Karen are not about development, but about securing support for Ruto's re-election.
Kazi ya serikali ni barabara, maji, stima, usalama, madawa hospitalini na masomo.
Wale ambao wako na siasa ya ukabila wajua ya kwamba Wakenya wamekataa maneno ya ukabila na migawanyiko.
Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheriot says, and I quote, "Now this is a deputy president, a proper principal assistant, the anchorman that this administration has terribly lacked in the last 2 years. The results are beginning to show," end of quote. Political analyst Professor Mashere Munene avers that despite Kindiki's efforts, he has continued to struggle politically. He says, and I quote, "Kindiki's biggest mistake in his 100 days is that he has continued to fight with a man who grows increasingly popular. In the grand scheme of things, whatever he does may not be as impactful as what Ruto's insiders such as Farouk Kibet, Kipchumba Murkomen, or Oscar Sudi do." As Kindiki completes his first 100 days, critics claim his success or failure will determine whether Ruto's administration remains stable and whether he he will be a key pillar in securing a second term for the president in 2027. Daniel Kariuki, KTN.
Now, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga today visited the family of a veteran journalist Leonard Mambo Mbotela to offer his